Welcome to my YouTube channel Sharad Mapari. Please subscribe, like, share and click on the bell icon for new videos. Lesson number 2. The interrelationship between living things. A riddle to solve. An age-old tree with a thick strong trunk gives deep dark shade from the scorching sun. Like an old man's beard with many strands, it has ropes for swinging from every branch. Answer. The tree in the riddle is the banyan tree. Which is the tree in the picture? Answer. Banyan tree. Can you tell? Plants in our surroundings are useful to us in different ways. The names of some plants are given here. For what purpose do we use their leaves? Answer. Number 1. Betel vine. The leaves of betel vine are eaten raw. The pan eaten after a heavy lunch is the leaf of this vine. It is used in worship and religious festivals too. The betel leaf has medicinal properties. Number 2. Flame of the forest, that is Palas. The flame of the forest is a huge and tall tree seen in jungles. Its dried leaves are used to make eating plates, also known as patravalis. The young leaves of Palas are used as a fodder for cattle. Number 3. Fenugreek, that is methi. Methi leaves are used for making different dishes such as methi parathas and methi vegetable. Number 4. Vasaka, that is adulsa. Leaves and bark of Vasaka plant are used as a remedy for cough. Many cough syrups contain extracts of Vasaka. Number 5. Curry leaf plant. Curry leaves are used for seasoning the food. They are added to different curries, vegetables and snacks for a typical flavor. All the above 5 plants have medicinal properties. Using these leaves can help to keep health in good condition. The needs of living things are met in their environment. We have many needs like food, water, air, clothes and shelter. All these needs are met in our surroundings. In fact, food, water and air are the needs of all living things. They are all fulfilled in the environment. But there are differences in the needs of each kind of living things. For example, the water that a mouse drinks in an entire day would not be enough for an elephant even at one time. Think about it. Butterflies feed on the nectar of flowers. Can a frog do the same? No, frogs do not feed on the nectar of flowers. A sheep eats the leaves of shrubs. Can a tiger do the same? No, tiger do not eat the leaves of shrubs. A fish can breathe in water, but can a pigeon do that? No, pigeon cannot breathe in water. Bulrushes grow in water. Can a lemon tree do so? No, lemon tree cannot grow in water. Can you tell? If fish leave the water, will they able to live on land? Answer. No, fish cannot live on land. They can only take up oxygen dissolved in water. For this respiration, they use their gills. They cannot respire on land and would thus die. Try this. Take 2 small boxes, label them box 1 and box 2. Fill them 3/4 with soil. Make the soil moist enough to sow seeds. Sow 2 sprouted mudki seeds in each box. Give 2 spoons of water to the soil of box 1 only once every day. Give 4 spoons of water to the other box 4 times a day. Do this for 6 days. What will you see? The plants in box 1 are growing well, but the plants in box 2 have begun to rot. What does this tell us? Plants that are not aquatic plants cannot grow in marshy areas. If they get more water than they need, they rot. Any type of living thing will be found only where all its needs are fulfilled. Let's take the example of the tiger. A tiger has strips. A tiger lies in wait for its prey among tall grasses. Its prey cannot see it in the grass because of the strips. There are animals like the deer, the nilgai and the bison in grasslands. When the tiger is hungry, it can feed on them. For a tiger, there also needs to be a waterhole nearby which never dries up even in the summer. There must also be dense vegetation, tall grasses or caves in hills or mountains in the area so that the tiger can find shelter. A tiger inhabits an area where all these things are available. Can you tell? Number 1. From where do we get silk? Answer. We get silk from silkworm or caterpillar of silk moth. Number 2. How are trees useful for monkeys? Answer. Monkeys live on the trees. In case of danger, they can swing from one tree to another, thus they remain safe from predators. It is safer for them to live on trees than to take shelter on the land. Moreover, Their main food is fruits, which they obtain from trees, thus living on trees is useful for them. How are trees useful for birds? Answer. Birds take shelter on the trees. They build their nest on the trees too. Some birds are fruit eaters, while some peck at the insects on the barks of the trees. Thus, they easily satisfy their hunger on the trees. In this way, trees are useful for birds. Number 4. What happens if termites make a tree hollow? Answer. When there is an attack of termites on the tree, its growth is stunted, the tree may die and fall down. We keep animals in order to satisfy some of our needs. They become dear to us. We look after them well. We feed them. We take them to a vet if they fall ill. These animals too return our affection. We get milk, meat, eggs and several other things from animals. Some animals are useful for carrying burdens or drawing carts. Domestic animals are also used to help with the heavy farm work in fields. Dog guards our houses. Sheep gives us wool. Do you know, even the excreta of domestic animals is of use to human beings. The dung of cattle is made into dung cakes. They are combustible. They are used in some places as fuel. When they burn, they give out smoke. A combustible gas called gobar gas is also obtained from cattle dung. That too is used as a fuel. It burns without smoke. Cattle dung is used for plastering mud houses. Manures made from cattle dung and sheep pellets are good for plants. Farmers use them for growing crops. Just as we need animals, we need plants too. Plants give us food grains, vegetables and fruits. We love flowers too. We use them for many different purposes. We get flowers from plants. We also get cotton wool from plants to make cotton clothes. We grow plants that are useful to us methodically. We sow seeds. We make sure that they get water. We give manure when necessary. We spray pesticides if they are attacked by insects. Plants too give to us abundantly. They satisfy our needs. Other living things also get their food from the environment. For example, chameleons eat insects when they are hungry. Some snakes eat mice and frogs. Tigers eat deer. Goats and sheep eat leaves of plants. Cattle eat grass. A new term, arboreal. These words come from the Latin word arbor, which means tree. Arboreal means living in trees. Animals like monkeys and squirrels live on trees. It gives them certain advantages. Being at a height, they are better able to defend themselves from their enemies. Besides, they can eat the fruits of trees to satisfy their hunger. Such animals are said to be arboreal. Unknowingly, they help the tree with whose support they live. As they move around here and there in the surroundings, they spread the seeds of the fruits they have eaten through their droppings. Because of this, new trees grow in different places. Some types of birds too find trees useful for building their nest. Do you know? An egret rides on a buffalo's back. When a buffalo is grazing in a grassy area, you are very likely to see an egret riding on its back. What could be the reason for that? A certain kind of egret feeds on the different kinds of insects. Grass is full of all kinds of insects, but because they are hidden in the grass, the egret cannot see them and catch them. As the buffalo treads on the grass, it frightens the insects which fly out of the grass. The egrets on the buffalo's back makes no mistake in swooping down to catch and eat them up. Seasonal changes in living things. Find out. Number 1. What is the Marathi name for mango blossoms? When do mango trees blossom every year? Answer. The Marathi name for the mango blossom is Mohar. Normally the mango trees blossoms around the end of the February and the beginning of March. Number 2. Does the banyan have leaves throughout the year? Answer. All the leaves of the banyan tree never fall off together. Some leaves may fall, but the tree never becomes leafless. 3. We see frogs everywhere during the rains. Where do they disappear in summer? Answer. Frogs cannot tolerate the heat of summer. They hide in some safe and moist places. Therefore, they are not seen in summer. In rains, when there is water around, they came out of their hiding places. When there is severe winter, they once again go to their hiding places. 4. Which is the season for jamuns? Answer. The beginning of May and June is the season for jamuns. We have 3 seasons: summer, the rainy season, and winter. It is very hot in summer. We wear cotton clothes and drink plenty of water. In the rainy season, we use umbrellas or different kinds of raincoats and hoods to avoid getting wet in the rain. In winter, we wear woolens and the other warm clothes to protect ourselves from the cold. Just as the three seasons affect us, they affect all other living things too. We see these changes taking place in the living world every year, year after year. Winter in Maharashtra is also called the season of Pangal, that is the falling of leaves. That is because many trees shed their leaves in winter. The coats of many furry animals become thicker in winter. This keeps them warm in the cold season. Such a growth of hair is especially noticeable in animals like sheep and some types of goats and rabbits. The end of winter is also the time for the mango trees to start blossoming. These blossoms are called mohar in Marathi. At the close of the month of February, it becomes warmer, and by March, we begin to feel the heat. It's time for summer. In this season, many trees get new leaves. Forests appear to have taken on a copper color because these leaves are reddish and shiny while they are tender. Their color changes to green as the leaves grow bigger. The call of the koel is heard in many places. In summer, the market is full of mangoes and watermelons for us to buy. This is the season for these fruits. Although mango trees grow all over the Maharashtra, the Konkan region is particularly famous for its mangoes. It is also the season for cashew nuts. The red-yellow cashew apples can be seen growing on the cashew trees on the hillsides in the Konkan region. In June, black clouds make their appearance. The rainy season is a short way away. By this time, we begin to get jackfruits, jamuns, that is java plums, and karbandas. The seeds of grass and other plants lie scattered all over the ground. They sprout and start growing as soon as it begins to rain. It becomes green everywhere. This greenery is soothing after the hot summer months. Sometimes we can even see the rainbow with its 7 colors in the sky. As it becomes wet everywhere, frogs appear. We also hear the loud noise of frogs croaking all together. As the rainy seasons end, it is time for winter to make a comeback. It gets colder and colder. This is not good for the frogs. They go deep under the ground for a long period of slumber, which lasts for 7 or 8 months. We depend on agriculture for food. The different seasons, summer, winter, and the monsoon, are the time for doing different tasks in the fields. Always remember, the environment changes with the seasons. Living things have to adapt themselves to those changes. Thank you for watching this video.